I just watched VDM post with a young lady that he met selling Zobo. And VDM took the lady in an interview, and I went through the comment section, and a lot of people were just saying, "Oh, if it's me, blah, blah." He asked her that, "If I give you 500,000, now what will you go and do with it?" And the lady said, "She'll go and buy generator and all that." Immediately, I just comment, "No vision, move." And this is the point. A lot of people will say, "Oh, if I were me, this is," that shows that she's just sailing through life. She's not proactive. She have not really sat down to think. She's one of these women that just say, "Oh, you know what, I'll just be managing these things I'm doing, then husband will just come and marry me, I could just born and go." No vision. And apologies, not to insult her, but if, for those watching, for other youth watching, that food business, I did a post earlier and saying things have changed. Gone are the days where they say, where you are born, you go to school, you come out, you get good grades and all that, get a job and be successful. And I also did a post where I said opportunity doesn't equal success. Opportunity can either give you success or failure. So it's just an opportunity. And when preparation meets opportunity, it often results to success. But that doesn't mean. So if that lady had vision, if she even said, "Okay, I will put that money to expand," you know that that Zobo she's doing is a very productive Zobo. Why do I say so? Because one, she gets to say it's a commodity, it's food. Somebody can drink Zobo today and still drink Zobo tomorrow. That person can never be tired. I always said from a young kid that if I'm going to do any business, I will go to the food production business. And I also remember when my brother was coming up with a business proposal to my uncle, he brought out two. He said one was shoemaking and the other one was food. Immediately, my uncle ticked that of food. He said, most especially when you are creating a food that a poor man can afford to buy, he said you will never run out of selling. No day you will come out, you will say you didn't sell. So for those watching, this is a lesson for those watching. Business idea. I know a lot of times we're so like, "Oh, if it's me," you could see that the lady keeps saying, "Oh, I want to go and do my hair. I want to go and do hair." Why are you not found doing the hair? That was what VDM asked. Why are you not doing the hair? That's because she has seen that that hair is not so productive. Then you are doing your Zobo and they ask you, "How much are you doing your Zobo?" You say 15,000. She sell averagely a day. I was even expecting her to say, "Okay, you know what? I want to expand this my Zobo business. I want to register it in the CAC, or I want to be able to have a dispatch whereby I can hire. I want to be able to increase my amount of selling it, or I want to repackage it so that I could sell it to offices and go to distribute and all that." Because it's food business. You can never run out. Each time you come out, people will sell, will want to buy to you. And for those coming across my video and those watching my video, this is just me giving my two penny worth of knowledge, and not to criticize others, for us to learn. I find it interesting, and that's why I'm talking about it. Moving on, if you are youth here listening, it doesn't mean everybody must do the food business. It say find that which your hand findeth to do, and he will bless you, he will multiply. You never can tell. And VDM, being an investor he wants to help, but at the same time he wants to make sure that he's investing in a ground that is going to be productive. That is the aim of every investor. They want to invest in a, just like a farmer, you want to sow on a fertile ground. As a farmer, you don't want to just chuck your seed up and down, because you can run out of seed. So you want to make sure that that seed, that one or two corn you put in the ground, is able to give you multiple. That is the end goal of an investor. And so if you are here thinking of, "Oh, I don't want to do a 9 to 5 job, what else can I do?" You have to. There are business that are lucrative, and food business, most especially if it's a food that a common man can afford, my dear, it's a very lucrative business. And I was even expecting her to go for the other one. She said back then when she was working in a restaurant that she used to save money and send to the mother. I said yes. In my head, I was like, that is a good business. Saying you want to buy a generator, if you could rent a shop. I remember in my niece came, I said, renting a shop is a liability, it's not an asset. Go online. You don't need to rent a shop. Go online. There are people that are renting shop. They are in more and more debt because they need to pay their shop rent. So if you're a youth here surfing the internet and thinking, "Oh, what can I do?" and everything, don't just swipe on this video. Stay, listen to it, finish, and ask yourself, what do I need to do? What are the lucrative business? Food, I'm telling you here, food is a lucrative. She said that the mother will help her to buy bags of corn. Then when it's out of season, there is a big day. I said that is a good business. I did pap. Me as a graduate, I was working. I held on to my pap business, Ogi, what we call popularly known as. I did it for 4 years before I left Nigeria. And I can tell you it's a lucrative. As you buy, na so you dey sell. And I remember back then, I would say to my neighbor, he will help me and buy from Niger. He will put it one bag in his car, drive it to Lagos, and I will sell. So if you can be able to buy, get a storage unit, you can buy it. Then when it's out of season, that the price are there, then you now bring out your own and resell it. I was even saying in my head that, girl, that one is a good business, a good. And if she had hit on that, Vivian would have given her. She would have gone home with 2.5 million. She ended up going home with just 50,000. That tells you that she just they swear around, say anywhere belle face today. OG speaks here.